Wait, why don't
We're
again?
just
Why
all
don't you
over
just use
condenser
dads?
jocks like all day.
Condenser jocks?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of gross.
It sounds very disgusting.
So on this episode of the podcast, I'm just going to be mad at Nate. That's just like every other episode, but
If anyone deserves
different.
to be mad, I deserve to be mad for the fact that we walked through a rainstorm.
it was a
Because you
good
thought
idea.
it was a great idea to walk.
I regret nothing. We live in Arizona, and that is basically
Did this podcast start?
that's basically a
Did the podcast start?
yes. The podcast started. Welcome to the podcast.
Are we in the podcast? Oh, this is weird.
We live in Arizona, which is essentially a gigantic desert where we see no water ever. And so I was like, "Hey, let's go get some food that's at this restaurant
boring.
down the street instead of getting in the car. Let's take a walk." And on the one day that I say, "Let's take a walk," it decides to monsoon rain everywhere. So
we ran through that.
Oh my
so
god.
we got a good workout.
So the moral of the story is Sage sucks. All right, guys. Welcome to the Lazy Pod. I'm Nate.
I'm
To my
Sage.
left is this douchebag, and we
Sage.
have the awesome Zane with us.
And then it's me, Zane. I'm Zane.
What if you're
Yeah.
kind of to his left a little bit? If you go
Shut
in a
up.
circle
No,
long enough,
you're the
to his
left. You're the left.
Well,
No, you're the left.
I mean,
you guys know what we do here. We talk about games,
and how much
film.
Nate's a douche.
and Sage, once again, pisses off everyone. Why are you still alive?
Chinese democracy. So
One day.
I guess we should talk about why we haven't had a podcast in a week.
Because someone decided that we shouldn't have a podcast in a week.
Wow, good explanation.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Anyways, guys, to you this may be a very long time, but to us it is not at all.
What?
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 Exactly.
What state-
Anyways, segue.
Nate can't
Let's
talk at
go.
all. Nate can't talk today.
Segue. Let's go to the next topic.
Not that. Okay.
It's
Okay, I'll hijack this conversation. So we're a week behind on our podcast because we decided last week to go out to Austin, Texas, and see one of my favorite companies, Rooster Teeth, for RTX, which was a lot of fun. Nate was there. Zane, you weren't, so you know.
So I'm
continue
just
to sit there-
stupid.
Continue to sit there in silence. What'd you think of RTX, Nate?
It was great, except I was with this guy who was bitching for most of the time, and then fought with his girlfriend, and then got sick, and then it's kind of dragging us down. But it was pretty all right.
Yeah, I hated that guy too. But I had a great time. I got sick. I fought with my girlfriend, and we stayed in the hotel room most of the time. No, it was a really awesome convention. I really enjoyed it. Next time we're thinking about going as media though, instead of just as normal attendees.
How did you even get sick?
Dude, conventions, like literally every single person there, like half of them actually like bathe themselves in the first place, and then they're touching on everything, and then I'm touching on everything, and then I just put my hand in my mouth, and it's the exact same way that contagion is gonna start. It's just gonna there's gonna be that one bad virus. There's gonna be that guy that goes to the convention with the one bad virus, and everyone's gonna die. So
I thought you said it was something about a push-up contest wearing out your body,
okay.
and you became sick of it.
And you got at least 3 down, right?
I am also proud of this. I don't care what you say. I did 46 push-ups in a push-up challenge at RTX, which was more than the person I was going against. So that's pretty good.
Who was in first?
They had 108. So
they doubled you. More than doubled you.
They demolished you.
You're the weak link here.
yeah. But some cool things just with Rooster Teeth, at least in Rooster Teeth news, they announced that they are now publishing a game, which is really cool, the Ruby game, which I don't know, Nate, did you ever get a second try that? That was they had a demo on the show floor.
I did not get to try it, but from what I saw, it looked like a very Dynasty Warrior-esque
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
game.
from the build that they had, it's basically you're a character enemies spawn, fight the enemies. And I mean, it's very basic.
But is it like millions upon millions of enemies?
It scales. It starts with 3, and then you go to 4, 5, 6, and there are levels.
So it's like waves?
Levels. Yes, yeah, it's kind of like waves. There's levels as well.
And is that just like them testing out the game, or is that like what the game's like?
That's what they have right now.
Okay.
That's as far as what they were willing to show at least. But from what it sounds like, they are thinking about doing a story mode, but they want it to be an actual original story mode, so not like a game that follows the already animated story. Like they want to make the game its own story, which will take a little bit more time, and sounds really interesting.
I don't want to play if I can't customize my character.
Customize your character. You play as the characters in Ruby.
I demand to have the biggest boobs.
The
Be
biggest.
Yang. Boom.
Is there a yin?
Done.
Meh.
Not yet. Could be.
Oh, potential.
So in related news, well, not really related, but Cliffy B announced his new game finally, and was met with not what he expected, as he announced it was going to be an arena shooter.
What's the game?
Would have been good, but then he announced that it was a free to play, and a lot of people aren't looking forward to that.
Wait,
anyone have any thoughts on
what's
this?
the name? Do we have a name of the game?
I think it was not Battle. I don't remember. I don't think we have a name.
Here, I can start looking it up if it exists.
That would exist. Sage, what do you think about this matter?
Cliffy B is a big name, so I mean, he obviously has a good reputation to him. So I think it's gonna be good. I just think a lot of people might just be a little shocked. It's kind of the same thing as you see it with the internet all the time. You know, it's like it's change, and everyone's like, I don't like change, and so they're gonna immediately, before they've even got the game in their hands to try it or anything, they're gonna immediately start judging it. It doesn't sound like a game I'm particularly into, so I guess I'm being a little hypocritical with that, but it to me sounds like it could be interesting. I got to see more, unfortunately, before I can, studios announce things all the time, and they change majorly before they actually release, whether it's limitations one way or the other. So I honestly think it's like you got to have a demo before you can really judge the game.
Yeah.
We have a code name for the game, not a true name, but the code name for the game is Project Blue Streak.
Okay.
I don't know if that has anything to do with the game, but that's its
Trying
code
to think
name.
of a pregnancy joke. One's not coming up. It sounds so easy, but I feel like I'm missing. It's missing something.
You're just terrible.
You need 2 blue streaks or 2 red streaks. I don't know. Something like that.
Wait, wouldn't a red
Pregnancy-
streak mean
pregnancy
that
tests?
she's not pregnant?
I don't know. I think they all change.
Wouldn't that be like her period blood?
Wow, that went dark really fast. I was trying to make a pregnancy joke. I'm out.
Anyways,
I'm out. I'm done.
Anyways, I
Nate's
think
here.
the animosity of this is coming from the fact that it's going to a free-to-play model, opposed to just paying for the game to be complete. You have to pay for the parts that you want.
No, that's not how a free-to-play game works. If he's going with the actual free-to-play model, it's you pay almost microtransaction kind of thing, but it's usually like aesthetic. Whereas and then the free-to-play model tries to strive off of that while continuing to do free updates. I mean that's the free-to-play model. If you're talking, unless he's trying to change it in a different way, because you don't pay for multiple parts of a free-to-play. You just play it for free. That's the whole point of a free-to-play. But
It's just that people don't like free-to-play because they add in stuff that can give you a bonus at early levels and stuff, so it ruins the balance of the game.
Isn't League of Legends free to play, but you have to pay for certain characters?
No, you have to pay for money for certain characters, but you can work towards those characters.
But I've played a little bit, and if you're not like a pro, you're gonna take weeks to get one character. So that's why that game didn't seem worth it to me.
You have to be a dedicated player for almost anything now. That's the whole point of grind. Grind is in any game. You're not gonna get away from that.
I thought that was something you did at the club.
Yeah, I mean that too. But
Grind on me.
If he doesn't handle free to play correctly, that's kind of examples of bad free to play models. My biggest thing I don't like about free to play is I feel like after a certain point, if the game isn't a smash success, it just falls off. Like they stop really supporting it. They stop putting out updates for it. It continues to be a broken game because they can't afford
to fix it.
To hire a team to fix that because it becomes not really worth it. So that's my biggest worry with free to play. But the great thing is there's no penalty on entry. You like if I want to try it, I can. I don't have to. Yeah. I don't have to worry about an initial investment price, which is always nice for a consumer.
I guess, but I'd rather just have a completed game.
Well, the thing is though, it sounds like it's no such thing as there isn't a completed game in a free to play model though. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like an MMO. It sounds like it's a multiplayer only game, and you never have those are never completed. They're always moving and shifting different types and things like that. So you can't really have a completed game.
Destiny.
Destiny's Child? Or Destiny?
Well, Destiny's Child is great, but Destiny, beta comes out...
Let's take a minute to talk about Destiny's Child, right? That's a topic.
Whoa, segue. Jump to Destiny.
Did something happen with Destiny's Child?
No, ladies, they're attractive.
They are attractive.
They were very hot.
Back on topic. The Destiny beta comes out next week, I believe. You get to redeem your codes. I've gotten mine all set up and ready to go. Really excited about that.
Then you're immediately going to cancel your order.
Well, I'm just going to downgrade. I decided I originally put in money to buy the white
PS4.
Yeah, the white PS4, the big bundle thing that was going on, and I don't have the money right now, so. But I'm probably still going to get the game. I'm probably just going to downgrade it to just the game pre-order, and because I've already paid that off technically, so they'd be giving me back like $50. Not bad.
I thought there was some sort of penalty with that stuff. Anyways,
I don't know. Maybe
to get back on the actual topic.
What's the actual topic? I was going to talk about the Destiny beta.
I think that this game, back to Cliffy B's game, will. Hopefully,
that's still a topic?
Yeah, it was still a topic. You're a terrible person.
Why do you care? Why do you care about this so much?
Because it matters. Because it's going to jump
in my heart
to light speed through the gears of war into the destiny of child.
What is happening? I'm so lost.
That's my ultra game right there. Like that is the game of all games.
That game doesn't exist, and it will never exist.
Gears of War, Destiny's Child.
Gears of War, Destiny's Child.
Faster than light, FTL, Gears of War, Destiny's Child.
Oh, what? Too much at one time.
I feel like someone's gonna make this.
Gears of FTL, like what was it? Gears of Halo War 5. What somebody was saying.
What?
Have you seen that video on YouTube?
No.
Gears of Halo War 5.
Well, hopefully this game is a smash hit like Gears, but we can only hope.
Hope is on our side.
Hope is never on our side.
I mean, it sounds interesting. We gotta see more before we can really make any judgments of it. It's unfortunately, like certain games look amazing when they announce it, and then they don't deliver, and then certain games look awful when they announce it, and then they just have that little something that makes them really cool. Things change with development, and we'll have to see what it is. You know how it actually comes out.
Yeah, the latter of the two is very rare, though.
True, and that but that's going to be with anything really. What I'm excited about is the fact that it's free to play. I can play it whenever I want, and that means if I have nothing else to pick up, I can pick it up, and if it's great. If it's not, well, then I didn't hurt myself in the process. Cliffy B did, but I didn't. It's good for the consumer.
Yeah. Something that I just saw looking through news articles that it's totally unrelated, but I think it's super cool because I just saw it. We're going to Comic-Con San Diego, Sage and I.
Yep.
And they just announced
I'm always out of town.
At Comic-Con, they are going to have a premiere or a showing of a Assassin's Creed animated short film.
Really?
That is directed by the filmmaker Rob Zombie.
I did like his, and I don't know,
and Tony Moore.
I don't know if I'll get a lot of flack for this or not. I liked Rob Zombie's Halloween remake, just the first one. The second one was awful, but the first one was pretty good. Pretty good. So I think that could be interesting. He has an interesting directorial style, though, for an Assassin's Creed title, so that'll be odd.
And then Tony Moore of The Walking Dead. I don't know. I just think Assassin's Creed, any video game that has like an animated short, I'm in. I'll watch it. I'll see it. Like that Ratchet and Clank movie. I'm going to see that.
I think I'm
Hopefully, it's good.
Is that a thing going on now? Like
what? Like animated
short series before the release of big AAA titles.
You see it every
like
once in a while. I don't think it's a thing
yet. I feel like it's becoming more and more like that. Like you got the next Halo thing coming out. They did the Assassin's Creed series beforehand. Mortal Kombat's got a series. Ratchet and Clank's about to get something. You got the World of Warcraft movie that was in the works. I don't know if it's still going or not.
I don't think it's a thing. But maybe.
That game got smashed.
What?
Smosh?
What? Wait.
So much quietness, so little time.
I don't get what you're saying. What are you saying? I didn't understand what you said.
Confusion.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need for this podcast.
Just silence?
Zane, you... Wait, so they said they're having a showing at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think so, yeah. Because it's saying it's...
Definitely going to get in line for 3 hours for that one. Can totally tell that's going to happen.
Yep, premiere. It's a premiere, yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I'd say 3 hours, but I bet you that's probably a day, a full 24-hour day of waiting in line.
God. And we love that line waiting.
For those attending, the panel will be taking place on July 25th from 2 to 3 p.m. in room 6B CF. So if you guys are going, you might want to write that down. Go reverse, listen to what I just said. Write it down, and we'll see you there. Right?
In line.
Right.
4 hours.
Not like we're going to be showing it, but we'll see you there. I don't know if you know what we look like, though.
I'm the white guy.
I'm also the white guy.
On the left.
I'm the one who's not wearing a hat.
So, I mean, that is true. You aren't wearing a hat.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Currently, you are not wearing a hat.
I won't be wearing a hat then because I promised them. I promised.
We get out of the hotel room. You like take the hat off. You're like, I can't do it.
Terrible.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Or I do wear a hat, and then some random guy just comes up to me and is like, "You fucking liar! I can't believe you.
You can't wear that hat.
How dare you, sir?" Zane, you recently got a 3DS. What do you think about that?
I did. It's amazing. I actually didn't do much research on 3DS. Just played it a little from a friend, and I really enjoyed it. And I didn't know I'd enjoy it this much. I'm getting slowly addicted to playing Pokemon Y. It's
the Pokemon curse. You're getting it.
It's the Pokemon.
It's coming back.
I think you should have got the 2DS, the newer version.
I was thinking of because it's super cheap.
But
then at the same time, its layout is ugh.
It is a child's toy.
Hey,
literally, like not even like.
Oh, and the DS isn't.
Not even like
not
even like in that way. Like it is literally made for children to smash on the ground and it not break.
No, that's not what it's made for.
And
it's
we
made
know
to be
how
cheap.
you feel about children.
It's awful.
But the 3DS I got was the
it looks so bad.
It's the what is it called? It was a bundle with
Bundaloo?
Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I think is the name of the game.
Bunduder.
It looks pretty cool. It's got a little Mario and a little Luigi jumping across the back of it. But yeah.
Tell me more, please, about your DS.
Okay.
So now I always see people with like DSs or 3DSs. Like, it seems like it's like a thing at conventions for people to bring. Like,
I'm bringing mine.
Why?
Street Pass is one of the biggest things.
What is Street Pass?
Basically, if you turn on your 3DS and you close it and you put it in your pocket, it'll be on, but it doesn't waste like nearly any battery. So if there's somebody near you who also has Street Pass enabled, which it asks you when you turn on your DS, do you want to enable Street Pass? You say yes. if you pass another person who said yes, you two have now met each other, and you will get his me, and he'll get my me.
That's so confusing.
Just
he gets you, but you or him, and him with me.
I get his character, he gets my character.
It sounds like the easiest way to avoid actually meeting people in real life.
Yeah. And then basically I take his character,
the internet,
and his character helps me out in mini games. So the more people you pass, the better you'll do in these mini games. So if you bring it to a convention, you're gonna meet like 1,000 people, and you're gonna go like blow through these mini games. So people bring their 3DS. Get all the street passes, and I guess beat the game. I don't know if you beat the Me Plaza. Maybe you do.
The Me.
It's called the Me Plaza, but
I rule the Me Plaza.
Well, I've seen a lot about it, but I've never really got the draw. So I guess I'll have to probably get one because I don't know if I 100% understand. They get me and you get us with them.
I don't know if I can explain it perfectly that you'll understand.
Oh, believe me, don't worry, you can't.
But once you play it, it totally makes sense. And it's great. And it's got a pedometer on it. It totally unrelated, but it's got a pedometer on it.
Nerd.
So yeah,
because we're not all nerds.
Physical activity is nerdy. That's what's nerdy. Did we ever get to talk about the Steam Summer Sale? Did we talk about that last time?
Segue.
I mean, it's done. It's been done for like what? A
week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, we missed it. We missed a week of the podcast. Well, if we didn't,
it happened.
Everyone imagined that this is happening a week earlier.
We could just pretend. They'll never know.
So, guys, did you get to check out that Steam Summer Sale?
I bought some stuff. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that was
give me your summer sale haul. I want to hear it.
I bought Goat Simulator, Surgeon Simulator,
all the simulators, Rock Simulator,
Simulator,
Breathing Simulator.
I still can't believe that Rock Simulator is a
bought
thing.
That amazing game, Game Dev Tycoon. So I think we have talked about that.
We have talked about Game Dev Tycoon.
Did I tell you that we should design paint drying simulator?
Nate got you a game I bought for your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, Mr. 21-year-old.
I haven't beaten it.
I got you Arkham Origins. So how's that?
I'm 40% through the game.
Is it good?
That's not
Are you
bad.
feeling it?
It's
Said your gift was shit. That's what he's trying to tell you.
It's better than Asylum. I like it. It's not better than City.
Better than Asylum? That's actually pretty tough to beat. Asylum was pretty good.
City
was fantastic, but I'm saying Asylum was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but City was amazing.
I never played City. I played Asylum, and then I never progressed from there because I'm a loser.
Why didn't you beat City? It was like it was perfect.
School started. And I just got busy, long, I guess.
I will say. I mean, I've beaten the story, the campaign, but I haven't done all the extra stuff yet. It's just so big.
I got a platinum in it.
It's a whole city.
I also have it on Xbox, so I wouldn't get a platinum. I would get a achievement. Achievement unlocked.
I get trophies. I don't get achievements.
Yeah, dude. Trophies where it's at.
Trophy.
Microsoft's
digital information that tells me that I didn't waste my years playing a game for...
Wow, dude.
Oh, my God.
It's got really meta.
Metal?
Meta.
Oh. I thought it got like metal.
Remember when they were... You guys remember that whole trophy trading thing that they had where people were literally started hacking their systems to have like millions of trophies so they could get these items from the video?
That was awesome.
Wait, yes. So you can get...
I didn't have any trophies, so I didn't take part in it. But
so trophies get you items?
No. It did for like a week. They released this video of all these PlayStation characters like fighting each other and doing cool stuff. And then they're like, on the website, we have like bidding wars, and you bid with how many points you have from your trophies, and you can win props from the video. So you could go bid on like a gun from Killzone.
The first one was
you can earn it. It was really cool, but I don't have trophies, so.
Yeah, the first one was pretty cool. Like, everyone was doing it, and then immediately after, people started hacking, and...
Well, yeah, because now it's like
it
currency.
just went, like...
Yeah.
It just went to the dogs.
That's a terrible idea. That's an awful idea.
It wasn't an awful idea. No, I think that's pretty cool.
It's a bad... It's cool. Bad idea, though.
Not as bad as Diablo's merchant market.
Yeah,
thingy.
that one didn't do too well, did it?
What went wrong with it?
This one's terrible.
It kind of ruined the. I don't exactly know the full story, but I know that it ruined the in-game currency of it.
It may have ruined the game, but like people made money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, personally, I feel like if you're really gonna make money, and I do not condone this, because it is technically illegal. But
cook cocaine. Got it.
Yes, perfect. But if you want to make money off of video games really easily, I know a guy who he used to.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
It's not me, I swear.
Are you sure this isn't about drugs?
He would buy World of Warcraft accounts, level them up, and then sell the accounts. And he would do that. He hates it. But
everyone
would do that.
does
He
that.
makes
the worst.
He makes good money off of that. Like
everyone does that. There are people for every single MMO.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I mean, I won't lie, that sounds like a pretty sweet. It sounds awful at the same time, but it sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, most people that do it seem to use bots.
Yeah, the guy that what was that old bot that they used to do where it's like it's a script that makes your character go out and collect apples from this area and bring it back and make apple pies and then sell them at the market, and would just do that for hours, and you'd get gold that way. Yeah, I forget what it was, but the guy like accumulated like millions of coins worth of gold in World of Warcraft.
That would have been perfect if I knew how to build a bot.
Shit's genius.
It's genius. I wish that Sword Art Online was real though.
Good segue.
Yeah, because SAO Season 2
just came out. It's pretty cool.
We're on episode 2.
No spoilers.
And I still don't have
spoilers.
No spoilers.
Wait, what? How could we spoil it? We're on episode 2.
You can spoil episode 1 and 2.
There's nothing to spoil.
Everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies. Jesus dies at the end of episode 2.
Yeah. No spoilers. Okay, so
I will say,
did you guys see the last episode of Game of Thrones?
I'm excited. Shut your face. I'm excited for the new game world that they're in. That is
Gun Gale Online.
Yeah, it's more gun.
It's total gun for the most part.
There's swords in it, like lightsaber.
Nobody uses
swords.
them though.
Yeah.
So lightsabers.
So I'm excited. I think they're gonna go with a different route with the action, and that's gonna be really cool.
The reason that it was such a good segue though was because in
reference.
Yeah, in the SAO Season 2, this Gun Gale world, they talk about how it's the only like professional game in Japan where people play, like you earn money in the game and you can trade it for in real life currency. So shenanigans with that ensue, is what I'm thinking this season's going to be about.
That's totally a projection. That doesn't actually, we don't actually know any of that. So that's not a spoiler.
That's not a spoiler. We just think it's probably because money gets involved. People do things that are stupid.
Yeah, episode 1 and 2 has been just a bunch of setup.
And I love it.
And it's looking pretty good, though. It's set up for something that I think looks pretty solid.
For anyone that wants to check it out, Crunchyroll Premium is where we've been watching it. You can get a free 14-day trial.
We're not sponsored, by the way. This
no. This is not a call out. I guess a little bit. I'm just more saying that's where we watch it. You know.
Yeah.
You could watch it anywhere, pretty much, but you could go to Crunchyroll.
You're not going to find any dubs of it because it's literally airing right now. Yeah. So don't go searching for dubs.
But if you do want some nerve gear, send a note to your Congress.
We got to make this happen.
And let them know, hey, we need nerve gear. We
so
need
that all
Sword
of us
Art
can
Online.
be killed.
And we need someone to lock us in the game.
We don't need Sword Art Online.
We don't need that game specifically because people die.
I think it's interesting.
Spoiler.
Oh, that's what a
Season
dick
1
move.
spoiler.
That's like saying that freaking Joffrey dies.
What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ.
What is
If I edit this one, I'm bleeping that out.
They don't know what I'm talking about.
I bleeped it out last episode. I'm bleeping it out this episode.
Well, this is going to be an entire line of bleeps.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
You want to know what happens to Jon Snow?
No. I don't know that. Stop it.
I think
it's not fucking funny.
I think it's interesting that the show is still called Sword Art Online, and it has nothing to do with Sword Art Online anymore.
It started everything, though. The game
I guess
the seed for all the other games.
And it will end.
No. Was it the seed for all the other games, or was that the online Elven world?
No.
Wait, what if it turns out
No.
What if the ending of this entire series, they go back to the original game? And they've
been alluding to something like that because they keep what's the main character? Kirito keeps looking back at the old world. I feel like he actually wants to rebuild it because he talks about how
he wants to be a game developer now.
And I think he wants to rebuild that world. I think
probably.
Well, technically, it's already rebuilt.
His life.
It's just that pretty much no one goes there because PTSD, dude.
I guess. I don't know. It seems like he's always staring at something like it. Or remembering that shit.
Wait, so we can't talk about anything about this show?
I'll talk about everything. Okay, so
literally, no one likes you.
So many people die.
I was just thinking maybe we talk about who looks like is going to be the main antagonist. You see him within the first 5 seconds, not 5 seconds, but the first couple minutes of the show. We meet our first maybe antagonist.
You mean the guy with the stupid name?
You think it's a stupid name. I think it's okay.
I hate this guy's okay, we can at least say he makes an appearance, but we don't really know who he is.
We don't know what he does, who he is.
His name's Death Gun.
Spoiler,
stupid.
He kills people with a gun.
It's Death Gunner.
It's translated Death Gun.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's like it's a game about shooting, but his gun supposedly kills people in real life, I guess. I don't know if that's like his special power.
IRL.
Overload.
Yeah.
But it's like, out of all the things, he had to sit down and think, all right, what am I going to call myself? Well, my gun kills people in real life. It brings them to death. Death.
Reaper gun.
Death Gun. Boom. Got it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
My name is now Death Gun.
Well, would something
stupid.
Would something like Grim Gun be better for you?
Actually, yeah. That would be so much better. Just because it at least has some thought.
Then whenever he kills people, he could shoot them in the head and then like turn around and go GG.
They might as well. Wouldn't
that be awesome? Because he's Grim Gun, so he could say GG.
They might as well that's like calling a sword stab sword, like
stabby sword,
like swish with stab. Like that's the name of my sword.
Swish with slab.
It's like it's just a stupid name. I do not want to call him Death Gun.
What if it was a bomb? What if he like blew stuff up? What would he call himself?
Explosion Dude. I don't know.
Explosion Dude.
Click click bang.
Click click bang.
Like that's it. Like it. It's such a stupid basic name that to me was like they put no effort into the name of that guy at all. The main antagonist name is Death Gun.
Wow, you were really upset about this name.
I hate it. I literally, the second he stared into the so-called camera, stared straight into it and said, "They call me Death Gun." And then it says at the bottom, Death Gun. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's such a bad name.
Okay, that's a bad name, but Dick Butts McGee is a
perfect name. Is a great creative name.
Okay, listen up, kids. Listen up, kids. Growing up, you're 5, 6, 7. Tell your parents that you want to be renamed Dick Butt McGee. Because if you're not named that, you're not worth anything.
I swear, if someone is named Dick Butt McGee, I'm going to throw up on them.
Every podcast, there's something about throwing up on someone.
Bodily functions. Lazy Revolver podcast, all about bodily functions and how they end up on you.
You started this. They wanted this.
You're talking about a person's name. They can't control that. I mean, unless they can.
Wait, so a kid who barely knows anything about his body, who involuntarily sneezes into a headset,
you puke on literally.
Yes. Moving on. I'm just trying to think of like what's the nickname for the kid of Dick Butts McGee. Like, what would be your nickname?
Oh my god. Let's
Dickie
segue.
No, I'm
taking this conversation. Segue.
Buttsem. But.
Oh my
dude,
god.
you're trying. It's not working.
I want to combine all three names into one master name.
Segue. Battleborn finally showed up from the new developer, or not new. The developer
Battleborn.
Yeah, the guys from Gearbox are making a new game called it's supposed to be some sort of genre where it's a hero shooter, but they're saying it is not a MOBA. So,
I don't know what hero shooter means.
Neither do I, but apparently that's what they're using instead of MOBA.
Where these heroes go fight.
But it's supposed to be like a first-person, massively online multiplayer.
I'm in love with saying it like that. Death a Gunner.
Adventure game.
It's kind of racist the way you say it.
Is it racist or is it true?
I do
That's
not like
more
MOBAs,
racist, right?
So if it's like a MOBA, I'm not going to play it.
You guys.
No offense to people who like MOBAs. It's perfectly fine. I don't get it. I just don't get MOBAs. They, to me, are like...
It's okay. Sage is only downloading Vindictus.
That is an MMO RPG. That is not a MOBA at all. So
what's the first two letters stand for?
Massively multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Really? You're gonna? Yeah. The fact that there's a lot of players on one screen means that it's the same game. Okay. Sorry, Nate. I didn't know. Fucking this is a gaming podcast. Boom. You don't even know the difference between an MMORPG and a MOBA. Get the fuck out. You don't even... Fuck you. Just get out. Just leave. Jesus Christ. I am downloading right now.
Yeah.
It is my
MMO, though.
Why,
I'm excited to play it.
Why are you downloading it? Do you know anything about it?
I know very little, but I was like, I feel like an MMO today. I don't really play MMOs very often. I don't know if you guys do more than me.
I see why you downloaded this game.
I'll download an MMO when somebody else downloads an MMO.
But it's...
Well, it has nothing to do with the name.
But I was looking around on YouTube of top MMOs, and this one was the top one in free MMO gamers.
You keep saying top a lot.
Well, yeah, it was the number 2 on 2013's free MMOs YouTube channel. So I was like, why not? I looked it up a little bit, and I was like, it's free. It's cool looking. I mean, it's kind of from what it explained it to me, it's like Dark Souls in an MMO style. Yeah. Really hardcore type gameplay.
And it's scary.
And I hate myself, so I like to play hard games, and I'll just
You have such a back order of games that you need to play and finish.
Yeah, but every once in a while I like creating a character and trying a new MMO. I usually don't stick with them. The most I ever stuck with an MMO was actually World of Warcraft. I made a level 60-something, 67.
You played World of Warcraft?
Didn't you get like a Frost Warrior, whatever they're called?
Yeah, it's been like 2 years.
A Death Knight? Is it Death Knight?
Death Knight, yeah, Death Knight.
You made like a Death Knight. I remember that because
character.
You let me play it, and I felt awesome for a second.
Did you get a hammer?
No.
Hammer time.
I played a Warlock until I got to level 50, and then I immediately took that Warlock and turned him into a Death Knight. And I was like, this is awesome. It's so much better. So OP. So OP.
And while Sage was searching for MMOs...
Because I realized I like having a life.
So I downloaded Vindictus.
So then I downloaded another MMO. I usually don't stick with them. I played Star Wars The Old Republic for a long time. I think I got to level like 30-something on that one. The only reason I didn't like that one was not as much because it felt really grindy, but because it was like... No, the cutscenes were fine as well. It had everything going for it, but the walking actually physically made me ill. Like the walking sound as well as the distance, like the way it starts off is you just walk, and all the maps are really small, close together, everything like that. Then you get the ability to run. Well, the maps get just a little bit larger, so technically you're not saving any time. You're just running a longer distance now. Then they give you a mount, which that's when you get to like Tatooine level, which is like just stretch of nothingness, desert sand, and I'm like driving around in this nothingness desert sand. Like, they gave me a fast mount because I would want to pull my fucking eyes out to walk across this goddamn desert. But I want to pull my eyes out just by the travel in that game gave me a headache, and I ended up stopped playing that one. It was a fine game, really cool mechanics, really cool story, just not the travel mechanics of it were awful.
Why do MMOs have such epic cutscenes?
What do you mean?
I know exactly why. Because when they're making those cutscenes, they actually put a camera into the game so that they can get those close-ups and those slow motions and those like low shots and everything like that. Every once in a while you'll see in a good game cutscene. Are you talking about like gameplay footage, or are you talking about like cutscenes?
I'm talking about when they announce it, because when they always announce it, it's always some CGI thing where it's all, this is going to be an epic game. Oh, it's an MMO.
Oh, well,
shit.
They do that all the time. They did that with old games too. I mean, that's not new.
Yeah.
They did that with PlayStation 2 footage where you got these beautiful rendered, cutscenes
like
and everything,
game.
and then the game's like these blocky textures and everything. It's just because anything with a game has to be rendered on the fly, so you have to down-res it to be able to support that without destroying everybody's servers.
Mm-hmm. While you were searching for Vindictus, did you see any other MMOs that struck your fancy?
Actually, I started looking at because I was looking at Onigiri, oddly enough, which is a stupid anime, anime style MMO. Like it actually had like traditional anime, cutscenes in it and everything like that. And I was like, oh, this seems interesting. But then I got really bad reviews. And then when we were looking for more anime, you actually found a really cool one that's not out yet.
I thought it was, and I got super excited.
What was that called? It was
Soul
Workers?
Soul Working or Soul Worker.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's Soul Worker. And it's also like anime style MMO, but it looks so much better than Onigiri looked.
Oh god.
But it also, like, mechanic wise, it looked super sick. Just overall, now I'm excited for it, but I can't find any actual news on it.
Sorry,
squirrel blacked out.
Brain fart.
The game doesn't seem like it's going to come out in America, though. It seems like it's going to be...
lies!
I tried digging deeper into the thing, and it looks like it's China and South Korea.
No.
Yeah, Korea usually gets the best MMOs.
Don't be greedy. Give it to us, filthy Americans.
Nah, actually, I think the best MMO that they have right now is Desert Black or Black Desert Online or whatever.
Which
is over in Korea. Looks amazing.
Is it available? We can't have it?
Look it up. It's only in Korea.
There's got to be some way you can
probably, but can you read Korean?
Ping. If some awful ping, you could probably connect to a Korean server and
let's do it.
Play it in Korean
and stumble around going, what's the attack button? I just jumped again.
I can't read any of these buttons.
And then you're gonna go to aim at something.
Let's do it
and pull the trigger and throw a grenade.
Twitch stream of it. They get to see how bad we are at a Korean game.
That's not even a lazy play. That's like confused play.
Confused play.
Shut up.
Bilingual play. All the South Koreans watching us, because we know you are, will be like, why aren't you pressing the right button? You can't. It's right there. It's right there. And we're like, we can't do it.
And then they're going to go see our YouTube channel and be like, oh, that's why. These idiots don't know how to play any game.
Oh, this is pretty standard.
I'd like to point out that we couldn't drive a car.
Press the A button. Which one's the A button?
Or what was it? We couldn't snipe someone because I accidentally pressed the grenade button instead of the fire button.
What game was that?
That was Far Cry 3.
Oh, yeah. God. Yeah, no, MMOs are looking really interesting.
I think your download's stuck at the same place, by the way, Sage.
I'm getting annoyed. It's not working. It's this Vindictus is actually it's a German one, ported over to English. So that's why I found it, and it also explains why it's supposedly so hardcore. It's a German MMO, so
dude,
we will see how it turns out.
I think if it was Russian, it would be better.
Russian is just evil.
Russia.
Russia's not.
There's only
you do
one
know
game
that
that's
Germany
really come out of
was
Russia, dude.
Was considered
Tetris.
Like pure evil for the longest time.
Yeah, and then people found out for a long time that the real evil was Russia.
Russia's not evil.
Are you talking about World War II right now? Because I'm about to drop some hard knowledge on you, dude. This is about to get educational up in this shit.
Evil.
Yeah, this is about to get educational up in this shit. I'm about to wiki fucking Stalin right now. You want me to wiki Stalin?
Yeah, we can wiki Stalin, but more people know about Hitler than Stalin.
So,
but Stalin
that makes
worse.
it even worse.
More people cared about Hitler than Stalin.
That doesn't make someone less evil.
Yeah,
just
but
because
actually,
they don't know about
him. One thing I learned: Stalin killed like way more people.
Hey,
than
you don't get to
Hitler
talk in this
did.
situation. Remember what you said about the Nazis?
Oh yeah,
they're okay.
They're okay.
Nothing. Yeah. I said nothing. Nobody asked me
Okay.
about the Nazis.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Call back to the last podcast.
God.
Go check it out.
Listen, I still maintain the position that just because people don't know about it doesn't make it not awful. So
Russia's not awful anymore.
Russia's not awful. Soviet Russia is fucking awful.
Yeah, but they don't
Communist
exist anymore.
Russia is awful.
But
or I guess they weren't communist. They were.
But why would an
else.
MMO from
Social?
Russia immediately be evil?
Huh? From Germany?
From Russia?
No, I'm just saying. Oh, from Russia? Because it would be like, oh, look, you're about to beat this boss. Oh, we just lost power to the entire half of our country.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Russia doesn't have a good game development. The only game that's really come out of there that's big is Tetris.
That makes the game evil.
Or it's like the game
Technical difficulties. Oh no.
or the game or the game devs were like, every 5 minutes you have to worship Russia in some way on your character, otherwise you lose points. Worship the great leader.
I think that you're just.
This is so racist.
Why are you so upset about Russia?
Whatever it is, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Russia's a white country, isn't it? I don't know.
Why are you so upset about Russia right now?
I'm not upset about Russia.
Okay.
I was talking about Germany. I was saying Germans are rough. They are rough people. They're
What do you
scary.
mean?
I don't know.
Just their language? Because I understand their language is
I understand
sharper.
that the German soccer team's doing pretty well. Sports.
None of us here know sports.
Neither
I don't know
do
why
I.
you'd make that segue.
Listen, Savannah has been constantly updating me on the soccer games, and I don't know why she thinks I care, but she keeps sending me, so I know.
So now when she hears this podcast and hears you say this, she'll start crying and
Germany,
be like,
Germany won today against the other soccer team.
the other soccer person.
You don't even know who was playing today.
I have no clue. I just got Germany won with a bunch of angry faces, and I was like, sounds great.
Germany beat Brazil. That's the most
your
I know,
team
but that
should
was
have
last
sportsed
week.
more.
Got to sports harder.
Oh my
They just
God.
got to sports more, and then they'll sport their sports with sport.
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
No sports. God.
The new Nate, have you seen the new episode of Red vs. Blue yet?
No.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
They got a really cool arc, I think, going on. They with the war right now.
Did someone die?
No, nobody died. I'm gonna try not to spoil it, just because it is new, but it is pretty cool. It's
new to you. Is like, did it happen in the last?
It's 2 weeks.
2 years.
It's 2 weeks.
It's too new. You can't talk about it.
2 weeks, but at the same time,
2 weeks.
Game of
Okay, well
Thrones-
then in that case, I can talk about Game of
Game
Thrones.
of Thrones doesn't count because I don't own HBO. So
You know
I
what?
have
Fine
to get
then.
it illegally.
Fine then. I'll talk about Breaking Bad.
That's fine. I've finished Breaking Bad.
You finally did?
Yeah, I finally.
Oh,
Yeah,
congratulations.
it's a good ending.
I
highly recommend Breaking Bad to anyone listening.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well, then finally I
ending.
can talk about Breaking Bad. So, what did you think about Heisenberg's death?
I liked it because it redeemed him, and he wasn't Heisenberg. He was Walter White. By the very end, he was a good guy. At the very end, he redeemed himself. He accepted that everything he did was not for the reasons,
There should be a spoiler
thought-
just somewhere.
Well, we already said it.
Spoiler about what? It's over a year ago.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people who aren't up to. I haven't seen it.
I'm
Well,
sorry. To me, if it's
I already
over,
knew that,
if it's
but
over
I
a
hadn't
year,
seen it.
We already said spoiler alert.
to me, if it's over a
they're
year,
still-
it's no
if
longer
we're still
spoiler.
listening, if they're still listening, it's their fault.
If it's over a year, it's fair game. New rule. Boom.
Technically,
just
it
laid
should
it
be-
down.
It should be 2 weeks if it's available to anyone to watch. But in my opinion, Game of Thrones is not available for anyone to watch. It is specifically HBO, and you have to pay for that. So
Don't have to pay for Project Free TV.
yes, that is also illegal. So we do not condone that, right, Nate? We do not condone that.
We so don't condone that or guerrilla shooting or.
Yeah. We don't do anything illegal ever.
Ever.
Don't get caught, kids.
Don't do it, kids. Don't do it. Pay for your products. Support the people that you actually watch. Like us. Send us money at www.
Or you could just use
.money.net.
Or you could just
I need money.
Russian wives.
No, it's all right, guys. You could use an ad blocker as long as you guys are watching. That's all we care about. We don't need money.
You are. Let me take a little segue into yelling at Nate for a second here. All right. So Nate, you are the best fucking person on a podcast to bring up things without giving any goddamn context to them. Nobody fucking gets what you just said. Everybody's like, why is he talking about fucking ad blocker? All right, context.
Segue. You know what else we don't get?
A long time. I used ad blocker for a long time because I personally hated getting ads. I hated watching them before and after videos. I thought they were unnecessary. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. Finally, I did a little bit of research into it and figured out that that's the biggest reason why people make money off of YouTube or anything. And if people stop using ad blocker, well, then people have to start doing more extreme versions of things. You not viewing the ads actually makes more ads in the future. So I turned it off. I haven't used it since. Fuck you, Nate. Fucking, nobody's going to get that if you don't explain it. God damn it.
Okay. I just want to say I was right, and our argument that we used to have about this was...
Congratulations. I've already admit I'm wrong. You have to publicly humiliate me. Congratulations. You are the bigger person.
Guys, I'm scared.
Oh, it smells like victory.
Fighting.
Segue, you know what else is scary? Outlast.
Fuck that game. God, I'm out. I'm done.
You know what?
I'm also very upset about that game too. We tried to do a let's play in it and we lost the footage. Sadly.
Well, we may do it later.
We're probably
if you guys want,
we probably will, but it's
with an Oculus.
Not anytime soon. No, fuck you. No Oculus.
Sage, you don't get to talk about this.
I will hurt myself.
Sage,
I will hurt myself.
You do not get to decide.
I will break that Oculus just to get away from the monsters.
Let the audience decide.
Internet, if you want to send us an Oculus Rift, I will play Outlast. How about that? There you go.
I checked the website.
Or just
They're
comment
all
below.
out of dev version 1. They only have dev version 2, dev kit 2,
well, would you want
which is like 300 and it's like $300 though.
It's not expensive really at all though for a
Wasn't
VR system.
The original dev kit was pretty cheap though. It was like 180 maybe. And that's much better than $350 something.
Yeah,
for the minimal changes they made.
Oh, well, I don't know what they made.
They may have made it big, but from what I was reading, it didn't sound that big. Like it was a little more comfortable.
Done. Sold. I will spend $200 on comfortability.
Wow.
If I'm gonna get the shit scared out of me, I want to be comfortable while doing it.
I think that we need to have Nerve Gear and Outlast 7.
My biggest worry about Nerve Gear is getting that one. Like consoles fail all the time. Like when you mass produce things, every console there's at least a couple that just don't work. And I do not want to be the guy that gets the Nerve Gear that for some reason something little doesn't work in it, and suddenly now I am in a pain chair. I am in the torture chamber.
It's
right
so
now.
realistic. It's photoreal. Okay, it's like
your vision's
truly
one thing. The difference between Nerve Gear and vision is like I move my arm, the game character moves their arm. I move my body, game character moves their body. Game character, I mean, and you can take it as far as like game character gets hurt, I get hurt, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably take that part out for consumers.
I'd put it in.
You are such a liar.
I would put it at shot, like no.
You'd play a first-person shooter. You get shot 3 times, and you'd be like, "All right, I'm out. I'm done."
Whoa, we're not gonna. You wouldn't do like 100%.
My ribs are broken.
You wouldn't do like 100%. You would do it at like a 25, maybe 15.
No, nope, not doing it. I would turn it off to 0. I would keep the vibration settings on.
Can you imagine if they gave consumers that choice, like the pain sensor? Like you would have the adrenaline junkies who literally just go, I'd play 100% on Battlefield 17.
Or the people that just get off on pain.
I jumped out of
shoot me, and they just get big, huge boners from like the pain.
I jumped out of a jet going 237.
They're like laying there
smashed
on the bed.
into a mountain. Oh my god, it was ecstasy.
I don't know if adrenaline junkies get off on pain. They just get off on adrenaline on extreme circumstances. I don't think that has anything to do with pain.
Meh. Oh well. All right, so we should wrap it up.
Is this the end?
So who wants to do
this
final?
This was a triumph.
7:37.
Wow. Say, do you want to do your final thoughts again, or?
All right, final thoughts.
I was joking. We can
Zane,
not do those.
Final thoughts.
Wait.
We should not do final thoughts.
Just real quick. Thanks, guys.
Zane, final thoughts on Chinese Asian porn.
It's probably the best thing I've seen since, you know.
Okay, I do know actually. Nate, final thoughts on sticking penises in PlayStation 3s. Yes, it has been done.
You're making me regret every second of this.
And South Korea, still the best country in the world.
It's not a... It's North...
Do you want to do a real wrap up?
Are you talking about North Korea?
You want to do a real wrap up?
All right.
Overall, great time. Really looking forward to going back.